Hello.
Yes, I heard you came from London.
It's a pleasure.
It's good.
It's a question about your personal experience, lived experience, more importantly. When you were creating this amazing place, did you still have feelings of when people were asking you questions, sending you emails, wanting information from you, the practicalities of it? Did you sometimes have those moments still where you just wanted to, felt, why, when? The peace inside was so strong.
You mean why is it necessary to abide with the teachings? Why is it necessary to do all this effort? You could just abide in the peace. Is that what you mean?
The effort, I understand. That part is very clear to me.
What's not clear?
The attractiveness of the peace versus that.
Well, you see, the mind has certain conditions to define peace. The mind has the idea that peace is available under certain conditions. If I had the possibility to just leave all this and go to India and, be on my own, I would be in peace. Peace is not limited to external conditions. I mean, what happens, what is meant to happen, will happen. And what is not meant to happen will not happen. So, unconditional peace is the complete and total oneness with what is. It contains the physical, incarnated body. It contains aspects of dynamics. Dynamics means process, work. And it also contains aspects of non-dynamic, the complete stillness in everything. The stillness is not in distance to the dynamics of the process of the world. The dynamics are part of, or inside the stillness. So in other words, it doesn't matter whether things happen or nothing happens. You see? Sometimes things happen, sometimes nothing happens. So the stillness is the same, whether something happens or not. Some moments are full, and some moments are empty. Those moments where nothing happens, these moments are empty. Other moments, a lot happens, those moments are full. If you'd have no preference, it just happens what happens. You see, the preferences of the mind are the actual obstacle, because behind these preferences is always an attempt to escape from death. For some people, fullness means death. For other people, emptiness means death. It's not the same. The one mind says, oh, this complete abundance, this is like dying. And another one, losing everything, emptying everything. Nothing remains. This is death. Losing these preferences, abiding in the same stillness, whether something happens or not, doesn't matter. What happens is not life itself. What happens is within life. But what we can see that happens is not life itself. There is eternal life. And what happens is just within eternal life. And those minds conditioned to something has to happen all the time, they mistake what happens with life itself. They believe this is life, and when everything stops, this is the end of life. This is death. But I'm talking about eternal life. And in eternal life, sometimes things happen, sometimes nothing happens. It's like a roller coaster, and it's all the same. I'm just giving up my preferences for whatever. It's just what I said before, you know, the one relevant instruction of the inner path is accept what is. Point. What is. And what is not is not. There is nothing else.
did you feel the importance?
No, I did not feel the importance, and I don't feel the importance that this is important to happen. It's just happening, you know. The moralistic mind has this idea of the, for example, the bodhisattva vow. You know it? It's the concept, you know, that the idea, this is not an idea of enlightened people, it's an idea of unenlightened people. They believe, oh, if someone is enlightened in this world, this person should then, you know, take care of everybody else and wish the freedom in the world and in every person. You know, it's a naive, moralistic concept. It all happens by itself. There is no one believing it's important to do this now or to not do it. It's just happening. I mean, the fact that we are sitting here right now, someone is transmitting, people are listening, it's just happening. It's not my decision that this is happening. It's not my personal decision. Is this clear? What is it that, yes, what brought you here?
I'm traveling inside, and so that's just come out into an external form of traveling, but the real journey is happening inside. The beauty of a place like this is the uniqueness also, the fact that it's fixed, is the fact that in today's world we lack places like this. If there was a place, if there were places closer, then we could all do it in our own language, and especially during the early days of the process, if there is a process.
Well, yes, I could say, of course, that it is important that places like this exist. There are very few places in the world. And yes, it is important. Look, I give you a little present, okay?
Thank you.
Would you just like to come and sit in silence for a moment? Look, take the microphone just with you. Just keep your eyes open and just look from inside and look in silence without going anywhere.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Danke für Darshan.